and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-960-3377. That's 800-960-3377. 800-960-3377.
Ben's Brew Station is the official watch party location for all Yankton High School athletics. If you can't make it to the game itself, grab your friends and family and swing by Ben's Brew Station. If it's on KYN TV, it's on at Ben's.
If you're a high school junior or senior, a new year means you're trying to decide what to do after graduation. If you're not sure, Mitchell Technical College invites you to explore to learn more by attending our free Exploration Day, Thursday, March 5th. Explore in-demand career programs, tour our labs, ask questions, and learn how you'll be career ready in just 2 years. Get ready at Exploration Day, March 5th at Mitchell Tech. Apply today at mitchelltech.edu.
At Boston Shoes to Boots, we believe quality starts with fit, craftsmanship, and service you can count on. Every brand we carry is carefully chosen for comfort, style, and lasting wear. You'll find favorites like Birkenstock, Red Wing, Brooks, Taos, and more, because your feet deserve the best. From everyday favorites to work-ready boots, you'll find the right fit with help from people who know footwear inside and out. Boston Shoes to Boots, in downtown Yankton and online at bostonshoestoboots.com.
You are listening to Northeast Nebraska High School Basketball on KYN TV. This broadcast is brought to you in part by the Bank of Hartington, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation, Avera, Moody Motors, Explorers Credit Union, Mount Marty University, Security Bank, Christensen Well and Irrigation, and Top Crop. Now we go live to the arena for Northeast Nebraska High School Basketball on KYN TV.
Tonight we are in Pender, Nebraska, the site of the C2-5 Subdistrict Final. Hartington-Newcastle comes in 11-12, and they are taking on the number 1 seeded Pender Pendragons, who are 20-5. Good evening, everyone. I'm Scott Ulrich. Joining me in the broadcast booth is Ken Kneifel. We'll be with you for the next couple of hours, or hour and a half and change here, as we get things set to go from Pender. Boys are still in pregame mode. Kenny, I got to bring it up first, though. Before we get to tonight's game, let's take a quick look back at just 48 hours ago. What a game we saw with Hartington Cedar Catholic and Hartington-Newcastle.
Yeah, that really was, and it was a game that saw the Wildcats jump out to a big first quarter, and then Cedar Catholic, I believe, hit 5 threes in a row at one point. I could be mistaken on that, but they completely dominated the second quarter. And then the third quarter swung back in the Wildcat favor, and then they kind of created little momentum swings in the fourth quarter. But yeah, it was a tremendous ball game.
It was a little bit of a nail-biter going into that fourth, pretty close. And then once the Wildcats established a 5-6 point lead, they just kind of held on down the stretch. Yeah. And I give a lot of credit to several different players. I thought Lammers played fantastic. And for Cedar Catholic, I kept hearing this phrase leading up to the game that was Baller and the boys. They knew that Baller was going to go off eventually, and he did. He started hitting those deep threes and played very solid, the senior Mason Baller for Cedar Catholic. But in the end, 60-52, Hartington-Newcastle moves on. I announced the other night that I thought that it was 0-2 for Hartington-Newcastle against Cedar, game in 06 and game in 22, and then the game 48 hours ago. But I'm being told there was a game played in 1977, and Hartington Public at that time would have won that game. It takes me back. There probably was some boys on that team with the last name of Haggard. I know there were some great players in that era.
Yeah, actually, if I remember right, this was during my high school days, which are getting far removed. But I was a student at Cedar Catholic at the time and played Hartington Public, I believe, 4 times in 3 years.
See, I'm definitely off on my stats.
And if I could be, I know we played them at least 3, and actually Hartington had some tremendous teams, and the 77 team was led by Danny Light, who was a 6'7", played at Northeast Community College, and they had a really nice team. Then 76 had Danny Light and Kevin Eichhoff, and then 75 they had those two plus a young man by the name of Pete Tipton, who people of my era will remember.
Yep.
He transferred in, and he was lights out. He set the school scoring record at 52, I believe. I know he hit 47 a time or two.
I should have had you on 48 hours ago because my numbers were way off. You have a lot more stats coming back from. We're throwing out 50 years ago, Kenny. That is a stretch.
I'm old.
I am too. That was born then, so definitely. Looking at tonight's game, though, the first thing I want to bring up before we get into some of these players and some of the stats and things of that nature, is this a letdown game for Hartington-Newcastle?
That's a great question because it certainly could be. Because it was, like you said, there's a lot of energy, a lot of emotion, physical energy, all that spent on Tuesday night, and yet could it also be the catalyst?
Yes, it could be something that propels them into a district final game, a game that they're looking to get back into. They were there last year against Bancroft-Rosalie and lost in that district final. The Wildcats looking for some redemption to get back to that district final game again. This is the pregame report, courtesy of Moody Motors. Looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle? Check out the inventory at moodymotors.com or visit them at Moody Motors in Niobrara. Back to Pender in 2 minutes on the current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender. Member FDIC.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it. And treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Scott Ulrich alongside Ken Kneifel back in Pender, Nebraska for the C2-5 Subdistrict Final. Hartington-Newcastle still in warm-ups against the Pender Dragons. Pender 20-5. Everything on paper is tilted just a little bit towards Pender's direction. 54.4 points per game for the Pendragons, 53.3 for the Wildcats. Not a big difference, just a point in there. That's a one rebound in a specific point or a couple free throws. But if you look at the 5 shared opponents throughout the year, Wakefield, Laurel, Concord, Coleridge, Wynot, Tri-County Northeast, and Elkhorn Valley. All 5 of those, both schools played, and all 5 of those matchups on paper were tilted just a little bit towards Pender. However, coming off of 48 hours ago, the Wildcats inside the paint looked as good as any team I've saw. Coming out of it, you had Austin Subbeck, he had 14 points. Krause only had 3. However, just his length and his reach definitely impacted the game inside. Carter Kelly, 16, but Lammers with 21. How about those big guys?
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right, because Krause goes 6'7", Kelly 6'5", Lammers 6'3", 6'4", depending on. And one thing to kind of keep in mind with Braden Lammers is he broke his ankle pretty severely in the football season. And he actually came back about a month ago, and I think some of what you're starting to see is he's getting more confidence in that ankle. He's getting his basketball legs underneath because he's a heck of a player last year.
Yep.
And then I think the other thing is, Coach Fincher had to kind of figure out his rotation now. That changed a little bit. And then the kids got to get used to playing together again. But, yeah, 21 points off the bench.
He looked very good, and he's definitely worthy of the start, but I understand the dynamic. Bringing a player in late in the season, he's only played a half dozen or so games you mentioned. I did watch him a couple of those games, and he did look a little uncomfortable when he first came back. Just had a gait or a step to it that he favored. The other night, 2 nights ago, I did not notice anything. It's like He was confident in that ankle, and confidence is definitely one of those things that goes a long way with, especially with an ankle injury. He's wearing a brace, but the same brace that he had a couple nights ago, so we look to see him in the same fashion. Some other wins regarding for Pender. We broke down Hartington-Newcastle's schedule here over the season, but Pender is a foe that they have not faced this year. The longest winning streak for the Pendragons was 8 games. They had wins against ranked opponents, 3 of them, Guardian Angels, Central Catholic, Wynot, and Howells Dodge. Howells Dodge is number 1 in Class D1. Their 5 losses on the year coming against Western Christian, that's in Iowa, Class C1, Pierce, Cedar Catholic, West Point Beamer, and Howells Dodge. The one other game that they played, the common opponent was Cedar Catholic. Wildcats, they won 60-52, as I mentioned, and this Pender team lost 59-43, so that could get in your head and wonder, in that stat, it should be swayed a little bit to the Wildcat side. Take another break, come back, and we'll have the starting lineups and keys to victory here in a moment, back in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
Moody Motors in Nybura has a lot of nice vehicles around $20,000 or less, like a 2020 Equinox for just $21,900, a 2020 F-150 Crew Cab 4-wheel drive for just $20,900, or a 2016 F-150 Crew Cab for just $15,900. And check out this 2016 Ford Explorer Limited for just $10,900. We price our vehicles cheap and we accept all trades. Get your best deal right here at Moody Motors in Nybura.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Scott Ulrich alongside Ken Kneifel back in Pender. We're just about set to go here. The C2-5 Subdistrict Final. Winner advances and will play a tentatively scheduled game on Saturday, is what the schedule is showing. Let's go talk about the keys to victory, Kenny. What do you think it is going to take specifically for the Wildcats to get a victory here tonight?
I think, like you alluded to, they've kind of found, I think, how they want to attack teams, and that's early and often is getting it inside as much as possible. Look, the big kids passed the ball pretty well on the interior the other night, and I don't think it's going to be any. That's going to be the way they're going to attack things tonight and try to get it inside. And as I understand it too, I don't know a lot about Pender, but I understand they like to get the ball in the paint.
And they're not as tall. They got a couple kids on the floor. Their starters 6'1" for 2 of them, 6 foot, 5'11", 5'10". So the height advantage as has been all season long, to the Wildcats here tonight. I mentioned the key to victory 48 hours ago. I thought for the Wildcats they needed to play half-court game. Do half-court offense, half-court defense. Do not let another team get out and running and gunning. That is not the mantra for the Wildcats, and I think that is going to hold true tonight. If Pender gets out, long passes, and before the Wildcats can set up their defense, it could be a trouble spot. We'll see how the adjustments are made.
I think you're right, and they, they can't get sped up on offense.
They just got to settle in. Don't be, I like that. Work it inside. If there's a three-pointer, kick it out. Let Sudbeck shoot him. He's very good from deep. But I believe that will be one of the keys here tonight. This has been the pregame report, courtesy of Moody Motors. Looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle? Check out the inventory at moodymotors.com or visit them at Moody Motors in Niobrara. Take one break, come back. We'll have starting lineups and the tip-off here in Pender. Back in a few minutes on the Current 94.3.
Christensen Well and Irrigation is now an authorized full-service dealer for Renke Irrigation. With fully trained professionals on staff, they're ready to provide you with top-quality sales, service, and support. With Renke's 70 years of experience building quality irrigation equipment and Christensen Well providing over 50 years of well and irrigation service, they're excited to serve you. For more information on how a Renke center pivot can improve your farming operation, visit locally owned and operated Christensen Well and Irrigation or check them out at christensenwell.com. Good luck, athletes. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Scott Ulrich back in Pender. They're announcing every player on both teams as they are customarily do. National anthem is still set to come. We'll take this advantage of this time and do the starting lineups. They're brought to you by Kaiser Ag and Irrigation, your trusted Zematic and Lindsay dealer in Hartington. First up, the starters for the 20-5 Pender Pendragons. Number 1 is Trevor Trimble, averages 12 points a game. Jake Schuster, Carter Hansen, Xander Welsh averages 8.8 points a game, and Ryan Kruger, the 6'1 senior center. Head coach is Andy Welsh. Now the starting lineup for the Hartington-Newcastle Wildcats. A 6'5 forward, number 2, Carter Kelly. A 6'2 junior, number 5, Austin Sudbeck. 5'9 senior, number 13, Keaton Arns. A 6'1 junior, number 40, Colton Cavanaugh, and a 6'7 senior, number 22, Mason Krause. Head coach is Tyler Fincher, assistant Elijah Strom, and Ryan Mockelin. And those starting lineups, again, brought to you by Kaiser Ag and Irrigation, your trusted Zematic and Lindsay dealer in Hartington. We'll be back with the tip-off in a couple of minutes on the Current 94.3.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Moody Motors in Niobrara has a lot of nice vehicles around $20,000 or less, like a 2020 Equinox for just $21,900, a 2020 F-150 Crew Cab 4-wheel drive for just $20,900, or a 2016 F-150 Crew Cab for just $15,900. And check out this 2016 Ford Explorer Limited for just $10,900. We price our vehicles cheap and we accept all trades. Get your best deal right here at Moody Motors in Niobrara.
What if your next big adventure isn't out there on the road? What if it's already waiting right at home? That kitchen you've been dreaming of, extra room to grow, or the family trip you've pictured long ago. Your home's equity can fuel it all. When your plans become a must, Explorers Credit Union. Built steady, built for us.
Insured by NCUA. Call 800-491-4309 and put your equity to work for you today.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We are just underway here in Pender. Wildcats have controlled the tip. It was Krause taking advantage of the jump against the 6'1 senior Ryan Kruger of Pender. Wildcats in their road purple, trimmed in white. They're facing Pender, who's in their home white, trimmed in red. For the basketball, right side, Sudbeck tucked away, and it's going to be off of a Pender player. It will stay Wildcat basketball with 2.4 to go on the shot clock. Going to have to get a quick one here. Inbounding the basketball will be Arns. Gets it to Sudbeck. Sidesteps the defender. Puts up a three. That's good. From the corner three, Austin Sudbeck nails that one, and the Wildcats are on top 3-0 to start the game. Ball goes into the corner. Back skip pass. Going up for a layup is Pender, and this one's going to be swatted away and shoved out of bounds. Krause getting the big block, throwing that one against the wall. You can see the smile on the 6'7 senior's face. Pender inbounding underneath their own basket. Lob pass now comes into play out near the left wing. Here comes a corner three. It's good. Three-pointer by Xander Welsh. And we are all tied up at 3 with 1 minute off the clock here at the C2-5 Subdistrict Final. Winner advances to play a district final game scheduled tentatively for Saturday. Sudbeck sidesteps two defenders, drives into the block, looking for somewhere to go, and now hands it off to Kavanaugh. Puts up a shot, side iron, no good. Pender will have the basketball. Long outlet pass. There's the running and gunning we were afraid of. And now Pender is back on top. That basket made by Kruger. Wildcats bring it slowly across the timeline. It is man-to-man defensive pressure being applied by the Pendragons, who are 20-5. Pender, well known for their girls basketball, who are looking for their 4th straight state title. Boys, though, they're looking for their one this year. Now a three-point shot, right wing, it's good. This time it is Keaton Arns. And now Pender brings it up the floor. 2 minutes off the clock here to start this game. 6-5. Wildcats got a couple of threes. Pender has 1 3 and a 2-pointer. Now the basketball. Welsh drives in, 10-foot high off the glass, no good. Carter Kelly with a big rebound. Outlet pass, right side. Arns has it. He's going to dribble down into the corner. Look for Sudbeck. Finds him in the low block. He's double teamed. Kick back out to Arns. Head fake. Kind of got a man to go flying by, and he puts up a nice floater. Two-handed shot. It's good. Arns almost lost the handle on it, but he got that one to go. 8-5 is your score now, 3-point advantage with 5:25 to go in this opening period of play. Man-to-man pressure now being applied by the Wildcats. Almost losing it was Welsh out near the top of the key. Now they swing it around to the left corner. Kick back out with it. Xander Welsh, probably one of the better players, goes up with a right-handed floater. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, and Carter Kelly's got his second rebound in as many trips. Sidbeck sidesteps a man. Finds Colton Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh goes up strong. We're about 3 minutes off the clock. Your score, 10-5, Hartington-Newcastle on top of Pender. And that scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hartington. Where the banks have their branches, the Bank of Hartington has their roots. Great crowd on hand here. The red and white for Pender is here to show, along with a lot of purple in the stands as well. Drive baseline, kick back up to Kruger. He spins around, going against Kavanaugh. Jump hook, it's good. Ryan Kruger's got his second bucket of the night. Kruger averages 9.4 for the Pendragons. Carter Kelly, left side, trying to get into Kavanaugh. It's tipped away, and he's going to throw it back in play. Welsh is going to pick up the loose ball. Welsh, side pass, goes up for the layup in. Pender making that one is number 24, Carter Hansen. Hansen also does very well, averages just over 6 points a game. 10-9 your score, 1 point advantage for the purple and white, as Sidbeck directing traffic on the left wing. Gets Kavanaugh to come out. They're trying to get it to Carter Kelly down low. Still, they're settling back in, double teaming him, and it's going to be tipped away. It will stay Wildcat basketball. Here he comes. The subs are checking in. I've been waiting for this. We're 3:45 of the first quarter. Will Fellmeyer checks in, along with number 20, 6'4" senior Braden Lammers. Lammers, I don't have the averaging numbers, as the referees are giving some warnings on the floor right now. Players bumping in already. But he had 21 points, did Lammers, 48 hours ago. Lob pass comes in. Krause, right side. Thought it was a double dribble, didn't get the call. Long three-pointer from the wing, it's good. Sidbeck is 2 for 2 from deep. And now 13-9 is your score. Left wing with the basketball, Trevor Trimble. Trimble hands it off to Reese Heineman, and they swing it around out near the top of the key. Now it goes to left wing. Welsh, three-pointer, side iron, no good. There's Lammers cleaning up the glass for the Wildcats. Long pass, going to come out to Sidbeck, right wing. Now they find Lammers on the trailer. Spins around, 12-foot shot, puts it up, partially blocked. Getting the board, putting it back up was Kelly. No foul call. And now going the other direction will be Pender. Pender, right wing, nice pass down to Kruger. Kick out to Welsh, three-pointer on the way. Back iron, no good. Battle for the board. And Sidbeck has it for the Wildcats. And a timeout will be taken. Timeouts brought to you by Top Crop. Maximize your success this season with top-notch crop consulting and services offered at Top Crop. Visit them at topcropinc.com. Back to Pender in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
Spring is upon us. If your irrigation pump has been in the ground over 20 years, or you have noticed a loss in system pressure, Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your pump to be sure your well is pumping water as efficiently as possible. Locally owned and operated, Christensen Well and Irrigation wants you to have a successful irrigation season. Call today to schedule your pump to be pulled before spring fieldwork begins. Good luck to all our area schools.
Top Crops bringing you back to Pender, Nebraska. After that timeout, I took my headset off just for a second and was like, wow, is it loud in here. This definitely has postseason feel written all over it. Wildcats with the basketball now. Pass down to Lincoln Gruch. Gruch spins around. Baby jump hook. Can't get it to go. With the rebound is Pender. Gruch had a couple of three-pointers the other night that were clutch for the Wildcats off the bench. Now driving in against Fellmeyer. The Pendragons kick it back out to Welsh. Out near the top of the key. He's guarded by Lammers. Spins around, goes in strong, and Lammers sends that one out into the stands. Rejected. That's 2 blocks so far in this game. One by Lammers and one by Krause. Inbounding underneath their own basket. As Welsh tried to throw that one low, and sticking a foot up was Austin Sidbeck, and that one almost went to the rafters on the deflection. It will stay Pendragons basketball. Man-to-man defensive pressure. Now the ball comes into play for Pender. They kick it back out to reset everything with Trevor Trimble, the senior guard, guarded by Fellmeyer. Fellmeyer's giving up 6 inches of height. Now they double team him. They kick it back out to Welsh. Welsh dribbles in, puts up a shot, and one. Xander Welsh was fouled on that play. He got the bucket. Foul is going to be on Austin Subek. That is his first personal. First foul of the game. And now a couple subs check in. Make that 3 for the Wildcats. Saw this 48 hours ago. They do a lot of rotation of 2 and 3 players coming on and off the court. Welsh misses the free throw. Does not get the three-point play. It is 13-11. 2:13 to go in this opening quarter from Pender. Arns, left wing, hands the ball off, this time to Krause. Krause now clear out near NBA range to Kavanaugh, and now they swing it to right wing. Kavanaugh, lob pass, down low. It's going to go to Lammers. Fakes a man, goes up, and one. Lammers was double teamed. The pass was perfect coming in between the defenders. He did a head fake. One man went flying by and put it up and in. It's great awareness by Lammers to get that bucket. He's at the free throw line right now. One free throw on its way. Back iron, too strong, no good. 15-11 now. Wildcats on top by 4. Under 2 minutes to go here in opening period of play. Left wing with the basketball. Pender setting things up. Trevor Trimble. Trimble's very solid, but it seems like Welsh is their go-to when they really want someone to drive into the paint. They get it to Welsh, right side, spins off a man, gets away from Fellmeyer, puts up a shot, 10-foot, gets his own rebound, though, and now is going to throw up a shot. He will be fouled. I believe it's going to be Lammers committing the harm. Let's see. Yes. So that's Lammers' first. Second team foul on the Wildcats at the free throw line. Shooting 2 will be Xander Welsh, the 5'11 junior guard for Pender. First one on its way, and it is good. Welsh is not the tallest of players, but as a 5'11 guard, he looks very physical. One of those, not a linky type player. He's just a very solid physique there. And now a perfect shot is going to go up on that second free throw. Made a correction, did not touch the rim. And they close it 15-13, a minute and a half to go. And now a foul clear out in the front court. As coming up the floor was Arns. He was knocked to the floor almost near the Pendragon logo. He gets up grimacing. He's kind of grabbing at his right ankle, I believe, but he's going to stay in the game. He inbounds the basketball. They swing it around the horn to Lammers. They're looking to get it down low. And now just driving in, muscling his way in is Braden Lammers. Anytime they're looking to pass inside are the Wildcats, Pender fronts the man and puts a man behind him, trying to make up for that height difference. That time it didn't matter. 17-13, Wildcats extend to a 4-point lead. We are 63 seconds to go here in this opening period of play. Pender with the basketball now facing a zone. Wildcats have come out of that man-to-man. They usually play a lot of zone, and that's where they're at right now. So Pender's trying to readjust their offense. Out top, 7 seconds. The steal now taken away this time. Subek in the passing lane. Long pass left side is going to go to Lammers. Lammers goes up and in. Wildcats running and gunning on Lammers. He's got 6 points off the bench in the final 3.5 minutes or so. Now we are 32 seconds to go in this opening period. 26 seconds on the shot clock. So Wildcats are going to get it back. Skipping across court Pendragons as they trail by 6, 19-13. With the basketball out near the top of the key, and great defense by Subek, forced to travel. Reese Heineman, the senior, did not get that basketball down before he was called for the violation. Couple subs check in, couple come out. 20.1. Head coach Tyler Fincher says 1 game. I like it. 14 seconds. Subek left wing. Burning clock. There's 4 Wildcats kind of spread across the baseline. 7 seconds. Subek dribbles into the elbow, spins around, loses Welsh, puts up a shot, 15-foot, no good, and Lincoln Gruch gets it, puts it back up, and he is blocked. That is the end of 1 quarter of play. The Pendragons playing at home. They trail 19-13 against the Hartington-Newcastle Wildcats. We'll be back in 1 minute on the current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Scott Ulrich back in Pender, Nebraska for Hartington-Newcastle Wildcat basketball coverage just underway in the second quarter. Pendragons have the basketball trailing 19-13. Wildcats have a 6-point lead starting things off, and they are in zone defense. Basketball goes down low, guarded by Krause. They skip out to Welsh, right side, drives in, forces his way, can't get the shot to go. Battle for the board, still loose, and now Will Fellmeyer picks it up, clear out near half court. Fellmeyer, left wing, double team now, nowhere to go, and he throws it out near half court, and it's saved. Great save by Subek to keep it on this side of the 50-yard line. Now with the basketball, right side, Subek puts up a shot, missed everything, and they'll let it go out of bounds. Kind of forced it a little bit. There was still 17 seconds to go on that shot clock, but he was 2 for 2 in the first quarter. I'd pull the trigger as well. Wildcats looked like they were possibly going to put on a press and then said, now we're going back. So they're in a 2-3 zone with some big men down low. They got Krause, Lincoln Gruch, and Carter Kelly, their anchor in the baseline, forcing it away. Kruger tries to go low. Krause says nope. And now a steal as they throw it back out to the top of the key. Long outlet pass is going to go to Fellmeyer. Fellmeyer goes up with the right hand, and he's fouled. Fellmeyer was being chased down by Trevor Trimble, who's 6 foot. Fellmeyer, 5'6". And now a timeout is going to be taken. Timeouts are brought to you by Top Crop. We're going to take it with them. Back to Pender in 30 seconds on a current 94.3.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
Well, I think we're in one of the loudest gyms that's around right now. Between the sections chanting and cheering and the person controlling the music, they got it cranked up here tonight. First one on its way for Fellmeyer, does not get the shooter's roll. He shakes his head in frustration. He knows he's made many of those over the years. He goes through the shooting motion again. The junior guard will have one more. Puts it up, nothing but net. 6:54 to go in this opening half. Wildcats looking very good. Up 20-13. That scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hartington. Basketball, Welsh, left wing. They kick it back out, bring it to the top. That's Jake Schuster out top, and now they swing it around the horn. Schuster is the son of assistant coach Shane Schuster. I played baseball against him in my youth. It's funny how things come full circle. They swing it around the horn, trying to get it into the paint to Kruger. Well guarded that time by Colton Cavanaugh. They can't get it. They kick it back out, trying to get a pass down low. It's going to be a kick violation, and I believe they should reset the shot clock. It's at 6 seconds. And they're talking it over. If it was thrown out of bounds, no. But if it was kicked, then the shot clock rule says it should reset to 20. Nope, it's staying 6 seconds. I thought it was a kick. Pender inbounds, immediately puts up a shot. Three-pointers, Trevor Trimble. Wildcats give up a three-pointer right off the inbound now 20-16. Pass right wing. Fellmeyer in front of the student section for three. He puts up the three fingers celebrating that shot right in front of the student section. That three-pointer, score big with the products and services offered at Security Bank. That's my kind of bank three-pointer. Wildcats back up 22-16. I like the attitude that the junior's showing out there. Driving into the paint, Kruger goes up strong against Colton Cavanaugh, and he's going to be fouled. Kruger, very physical presence inside, 6'1" senior. Looks like a football coach's dream. Very, very strong in the upper body and forced his way in to Cavanaugh's neighborhood. Could not get the shot to go, but was fouled. He's at the free throw line now. Rattles that one home. And it is good. They're making a correction to these. I'm familiar with this refereeing crew. They're a very veteran crew from Northeast Nebraska. They just made an adjustment to the scores table. 22-17 rather. 22-17. Now add another free throw. So I'm not sure where they added it on to. But as it is, now make it 18, 22-18. They're getting some corrections done at the scores table. Wildcats with the basketball, setting up half-court offense, facing a 2-3 zone of Pender now. Right side, Arns trying to get it down low, stolen, taken away. Trimble in the passing lane, taking away Arns' pass down low. They were looking for Lammers. Running and gunning now, pushing up the floor. Now Kruger has it, kick back out. Trimble for three, no good. Kruger with the board, in amongst three bigs for the Wildcats, secured that one. Kick out, Welsh, Euro step. And he's going to be called for, there will be a foul on this play. Wasn't sure if it was going to be Austin Subek's second personal foul. Once they start doing those Euro steps, it can look like a travel, so you got to be patient and see what the call is. Ball comes into play. Trimble, three-pointer, no good. Does not go down. Rebound clearing the boards away, Carter Kelly. He has been quiet so far. I don't think he's even shot the ball. And the other night he had 16 points for the Wildcats. We'll see if he gets going. Arns, left wing. Now facing man-to-man pressure. And Arns and Lincoln Grooch not on the same page, and it just goes out of bounds. A couple subs checking in right now. It's going to be Krause and Fellmeyer check in. Arns and Kelly come out. So on the floor for the purple and white, Lincoln Grooch, Will Fellmeyer, Austin Subek, Mason Krause, and Mr. Braden Lammers. Those are the five on the floor. 4:45 to go before halftime. 22-18 is your score. Things have tightened up a little bit. Three-pointer on the way this time by Grant Geisert. It's good. Pendragons are on the march. Geisert drained that one from the left wing. 1 point advantage now for the Wildcats, 22-21. Fellmeyer, left wing, sidesteps, loses his man. That's Schuster guarding him. A give and go. High low, down low to Krause, and it goes. It took a while, but that one finally went in. It kind of wanted to sit on the back of the rim. It finally fell in. Back to a three-point lead. Driving into the paint, Trimble, sidestep, going up against Lammers, and he puts it up and in off the glass. Lammers just didn't want to get too aggressive. They close it back to a 1 point game. This one is all the makings of another great game tonight. Fellmeyer drives in amongst the bigs. Can't get it to go. There's Lammers clearing up the boards, missing it, partially blocked. And it's going to be rebound clearing away is Geisert of Pender. Long pass out front. Now they're going to get it to Welsh. Welsh resets the offense to Schuster, and they swing it all the way around the horn in the corner to Heineman for three. It's good. Geisert is 2 for 2 from three-point land. And now Pender on top, 26-24. I believe it's an 8-0 run. And now driving into the paint is going to be Sidbeck. He'll be fouled. Foul's going to be on Trevor Trimble. That's his second personal foul, second team foul. The Wildcats will be inbounding right underneath their own basket. Now a couple late subs checking in here for Pender. Sure to stick around. We'll have the Christensen Well and Irrigation halftime show. The out-of-town scoreboard, and we want to get an update of that Crofton game that's being played also. Driving into the paint, Lammers goes up by the rim, can't get it to go, and he gets a rebound, and he's knocked to the floor. Lammers, I'm looking equally with the rim right now, and Lammers was right there, just couldn't get the finger roll to go. That foul is being labeled on the floor. So 2 fouls apiece on each, the Pendragons and the Wildcats. Now Subek looking inbound. They find Lammers in the elbow, comes around, puts up a shot, and he's going to be fouled. 2 players swatted at him. We'll see who the call's going to be. It's either on Kruger or Geisert. And that is going to be on Geisert. That's his first personal. Now his 4th team foul. They updated the screen. First free throw on its way. No good by Lammers. Carter Kelly, he's on the floor. And he was 6 for 6 in the first quarter against Cedar Catholic just 2 days ago, was Kelly. Second free throw does not get the shooter's roll as Lammers. Wildcats could have used a couple there to tie things up. They trail 26-24, 3:10 to go in this opening half from Pender. C2-5 Subdistrict final. Pender swings it around the horn with a basketball. This time Carter Hansen dribbles into the paint. Tough pass down low. They do save it and they kick it out and reset the offense with 18 ticks left on the shot clock. Heineman dribbles around a couple screens. Top of the key, no good. Rebound, Subek's got it for the Wildcats. Subek pushing up on the right wing, slowing things down, letting trailers catch up. Now they find Fellmeyer for an open corner 3. No good. Rebound is brought in by Lammers. Put back up and in. Offensive board and put back by the 6'4 senior Lammers, doing what he does, just getting some great play down in the paint. We are all tied up at 26. Welsh, 15-foot jump shot in and out, no good. There's Lammers clearing the boards away again. Somebody wants to keep track how many times I say his name. It just seems like he's everywhere. Student section giving it to one of the Wildcat players now for missing a shot. Kind of giving him a little razz. Right wing. Fellmeyer dribbles into the paint. 10 feet. Can't get it to go. It's short. Partially blocked. And now Pender will have the basketball. Left wing. Welch guarded by Lammers. Surveys the field and decides to dribble back up near the top of the key. Come off a screen. Can't get a shot off. Now almost losing it off the side of his leg was Heineman. They're finding up Geisert. No good. Can't get the three-pointer to go. Chasing it down, though, is Pender. Fresh 35, a minute 40 to go. Ball on the floor again. Bodies on the floor as well. Pender has it. Now they're going to throw out near half court, and they save it by a mere 2 inches. Schuster of Pender just ran that one down. 1:26 to go before half. We are all tied at 26 apiece. Right wing, Welsh in the corner. Dribbles in 10 feet, puts up a shot, and it goes off the support post, holding the rim, but a foul is called. Fouls on Austin Subek. That is Subek's 3rd personal foul. I expect him to make a trip to the bench for this final 1:16 of this first half. Free throw on its way by Xander Welsh. It's good. Welsh is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Check that, 3 for 4. Missed on a attempted three-point play. Welsh with another one, and that one is good. (28-26). And now Wildcats with the basketball. Subek forces it in the paint, and now another foul. This is going to be on Subek. He did not get subbed out during that last dead ball, and now Subek has 4 fouls in the first half. It was a legitimate foul. He tried to force it into Krause, and when it got tipped away, he followed the defender in there and reached in and got a foul. Just one of those frustration, I think, fouls. He'll be on the bench for some time, I do expect. With a basketball, under a minute to go in this opening half. Welsh near the top of the key, trying to come off a screen. They got Krause on Welsh, trying to change his shot angle, I would expect. Forcing it to Geisert down low, guarded by Kavanaugh. They kick it back out this time. Driving in, floater, too short, gets his own rebound, put back up and in. That's Reese Heineman, the senior, his first bucket of the night. 30-26 is your score. Krause now left wing as Wildcats look to have one shot. Shot clock is turned off. Game clock is at 20 seconds. Fellmeyer left corner. Trying to come off of Heineman, can't get it. Now Kavanaugh, three-point shot, too strong. It's going to be rebound for Schuster of Pender. Give it up to Welsh. Welsh is going into the paint. Puts up a runner, floater, and one. The momentum is going the Pendragon's way to close out this first half. Foul that time is on Colton Kavanaugh, his first personal, 5th team foul. Welsh will try to make a three-point play out of this. Put it up, nowhere, off the side. Rebound, Wildcats have 2 seconds. Long half-court shot goes up off the rim, and it's no good. At the end of one half of play, your score, Pender 32, Hartington-Newcastle 26. Take a break, come back, we'll have the halftime report and some stats back in 2 minutes on the current 94.3.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Moody Motors in Niobrara has a lot of nice vehicles around $20,000 or less, like a 2020 Equinox for just $21,900, a 2020 F-150 Crew Cab 4-wheel drive for just $20,900, or a 2016 F-150 Crew Cab for just $15,900. And check out this 2016 Ford Explorer Limited for just $10,900. We price our vehicles cheap and we accept all trades. Get your best deal right here at Moody Motors in Niobrara.
What if your next big adventure isn't somewhere out there, but already waiting for you at home? That kitchen remodel, a new addition, or that dream family getaway? Your home's equity can fuel it all. With a fixed-rate home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union, turn what you've built into where you're going next. Explorers Credit Union, we believe in helping you launch your next big adventure. Call 800-491-4309 and speak with a loan officer today. Explorers Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
Scott Ulrich back in Pender. This is the C2-5 Subdistrict Final. Pendragons on top of the Wildcats, 32-26. Everything is within reach, but the end of that second quarter just got a little out of the sequence of how the Wildcats like to play. They're very good at playing half-court offense, half-court defense. And it seemed like Pender kind of got the running and gunning going. There's definitely some foul trouble to note here as well. I got a couple questions during the break there. Yes, Sudbeck does have 4 fouls for the Wildcats. He picked up his third with 1:16 to go in that opening half, and then picked up another one a few seconds later on a reach-in. I would say that's probably the headline of the first half. The halftime report, though, is brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation, built on over 50 years of experience in the water well drilling industry, and your local Rinke irrigation system dealer. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com. Let's break things down. 32 points for the Pendragons. Trevor Trimble has 5. Reese Heineman off the bench has 2. Grant Geisert, he has 6 points off the bench. Carter Hansen has 2 points. Ryan Kruger has 7 points in the paint. And Xander Welsh has 10 points. He leads all scorers here tonight. Now 26 points for the Wildcats. Austin Subeck has 6 points, both of them 3-pointers. Will Fellmeyer is where the adjustment was made, I referred to in the broadcast. He shot a 3-pointer, and they marked it, but then they came back and corrected it, so it's now a 2-pointer. So Fellmeyer has a free throw and a 2-pointer to his credit for 3 points. Keaton Arns has 5 points. Braden Lammers has 8. Mason Krause 2, and Colton Kavanaugh has 2 as well. Those stats brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. Take a break, come back, we'll talk more basketball and have our out-of-town scoreboard. There's some big games going on tonight around the region. Back in 2 minutes on The Current 94.3.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Christensen Well and Irrigation is now an authorized full-service dealer for Renke Irrigation. With fully trained professionals on staff, they're ready to provide you with top-quality sales, service, and support. With Renke's 70 years of experience building quality irrigation equipment and Christensen Well providing over 50 years of well and irrigation service, they're excited to serve you. For more information on how a Renke center pivot can improve your farming operation, visit locally owned and operated Christensen Well and Irrigation or check them out at christensenwell.com. Good luck, athletes. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
I'm Marie Haar, Vice President and Ag Lender at Bank of Hartington. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef and dairy producer. Whether it's developing a marketing strategy, a cash flow projection, or a break-even analysis, at the Bank of Hartington, we know that ever-changing demands and challenges of today's grain and livestock producers. How do we know? Because we are farmers, and we're living it too. Call our experienced ag lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hartington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
Welcome back to Pender and the C2-5, the Subdistrict Final. This halftime report brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. Take a look at some of the games that are going on around the region, and they'll also affect Class C2, where we are at now. Number 8, Alma, has defeated Sutton 52-28. Alma will be going to a district final. Sandy Creek defeated Amherst, the Broncos, who won a state title just a couple of years ago. They are now... Sandy Creek now is moving on to the district final, 61-48. Number 3, Norfolk Catholic over Wakefield, 77-41. Fillmore Central on top of Wood River, 63-53, with 1 minute left to go in the game. Number 5, North Bend Central, 55. Number 6, Freeman, 54. The Falcons, they're also coming off a state title a couple years ago. There's 1 minute left in regulation in that game. A team that I picked as a kind of an odds-on favorite. I like them throughout the year to win the state title. Number 2, UTAN. Depends what bracket you're looking at, if they're number 1 or number 2. With 2 minutes to go in that game, number 2, UTAN, is on top of number 4, Johnson Brock, 39-38. Number 1, Bergen Catholic against number 7, Tri-County at the half, 24-19. Bergen Catholic, the number 1 team, is on top. Also at the half, number 9, Valentine, 34-31 over number 10, Kimball. And the start of the third period. This score here, I got a question if this is right. I'm going to go with it because this is what the score feed that we use, but this just seems way off. Start of the third period is what they're reporting. A game in Crofton. Crofton and Ponca are all tied at 14. Yes? Someone sitting next to me just gave me that look too. Really? I'm not sure if that's a football score or what's going on there, but that's what we're going to report. And I will message a couple fans that are in the stands in Crofton, make sure that is correct. That's the out-of-town scoreboard and the stats brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation, built on over 50 years experience in the water well drilling industry, and your local Renke irrigation system dealer. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com, or stop out and have a cup of coffee with the boys at Christensen Well and Irrigation. We'll be back with the second half action in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
What if your next big adventure isn't out there on the road? What if it's already waiting right at home? That kitchen you've been dreaming of, extra room to grow, or the family trip you've pictured long ago. Your home's equity can fuel it all when your plans become a must. Explorers Credit Union, built steady, built for us.
Insured by NCUA. Call 800-491-4309 and put your equity to work for you today.
Scott Ulrich here in Pender. We are underway. Hartington-Newcastle trails 32-26 to the Pender Pendragons, the number 1 seed. Wildcats with the basketball. They swing it on the right side to Fellmeyer. He dribbles into the paint, looking somewhere to go, finds Colton Cavanaugh, and they reset the offense now. 16 seconds on this shot clock. Now 10 seconds. Wildcats are clear out, way past, almost to the Pendragon logo. Fellmeyer almost loses the handle on it, throws up a shot, and he's going to be fouled. We'll see if they give credit. Foul's going to be on Welsh. And there is going to be 2 free throws coming up. Very beneficial call there. Fellmeyer was way out and just kind of threw up a side shot. Now the referees are talking it over. We're not sure. The referee that called it, he's signaling 2 shots, and the other refs were going to just play it out of bounds. So Fellmeyer will get 2 free throws. Update score from Crofton. Crofton is on top, 22-19. That game is in the 3rd quarter. We will keep that game. We're not going to wait to the end. We're going to keep giving you updates on that game as well, as that plays right into Northeast Nebraska. Fellmeyer, 2nd free throw on its way. And he got both of them to go. Very important are those free throws going to be down the stretch. 4-point advantage, 32-28 for the Pendragons. Zone defense applied by the Wildcats. Schuster clear out top, controlling the offense for the Pendragons. They try to force it inside. Cavanaugh's going to take it away. Outlet pass to Fellmeyer. Dribbles right side, going against Schuster. Euro step goes up and it's blocked. That one was rejected. I believe Welsh swatted that one away. Now the Pendragons save it and they push it up the floor. Driving down low, kick out. Thought about a 3. Now they swing it to the left side. There's the 3-point trigger. Trimble pulls it, no good. Rebound clearing it away. That is Krause. Nobody was going to get over top of him on that one. Wildcats need a few rebounds, and now a 3-pointer by Carter Kelly. It's good. Score big with the products and services offered at Security Bank. That's my kind of bank. Carter Kelly needs to get going in this game. He had 16 a couple nights ago. That's his first bucket. 32-31 is your score. Pendragons on top by 1 over the purple and white. Pass going to go into the elbow, and a foul committed by Keaton Arns. Arns was way over the back that time of Trimble. And now a couple subs will check in. Cavanaugh and Krause check out. Gruch and Lammers check in. Have to pay attention to what the substitution rate goes with Sudbeck having 4 personal fouls in that first half. He is on the bench as we start things here in the second half. Lob pass comes into paint. Now they kick it back out left wing. Is Pender setting up their offense, facing that 2-3 zone, as I mentioned, of the Wildcats. Welsh loses Arns, goes up against Gruch, and Gruch stops him in his tracks. Kick out, 3-pointer. Credit to Welsh for the assist. A long pass goes outside to Heineman, and he drains the 3. Now it's back up to a 4-point advantage for Pender. Right wing with the basketball. Skip back out to Fellmeyer, the top. They're trying to get into Kelly. Now they find him, backdoor, and losing the handle on it. The pass was just a touch late. They had Lammers cutting down the baseline and just couldn't quite get that play to go. Very good idea. If he could have secured the ball, he would have been going in for a baseline layup. Wildcats retreat back to half-court defense. We just do not see them do full-court pressure. Not unless the situation demands, at least not in this point in the game. Welsh, they get it into the paint. Now kick back out. Three-pointer by Schuster. Left-hander, no good. Arns clears the boards away for Hartington-Newcastle. A little bit of nerves over the building here. You can tell on both sides. All the fans have kind of settled into a watch instead of, they were loud in that first half. 5:19 to go in this third quarter. Wildcats with the basketball, trailing by 4. Gruch, kick out left side, and now they lob it down low. Trying to get it to Lammers. It's tipped out of bounds off of Kruger of Pender. It's great coaching, what I'm seeing so far by Pender. The bigs of Hartington-Newcastle are known to be a problem, so anytime they get in there, they put a man in front and a man in back, trying to deny that pass down low because the height advantage is severe. Now they get it inside to Lammers. 10-foot shot, a lot of contact, and does not get it to go. Battle for the rebound, and a foul is going to be called on the Wildcats. I believe this is Carter Kelly. Yes. So that's Kelly's first foul. Make that second team foul on the Wildcats. With 5:05 to go in this third quarter, 35-31. That scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hartington. Where the banks have their branches, the Bank of Hartington has their roots. At the end of the third quarter, 31-23 is your score in Crofton. Lob pass, give it back to Welsh. He goes up strong for 3. And Pender now stretching their lead, the largest of the game, to 7 after Welsh has that shot from the left wing. Wildcats. Lincoln Gruch back up, trying to force it into Lammers, and now foul's going to be called. I believe this is on Geisert. Yep, this is Grant Geisert's his second team foul on Pender. We've got a close one here, 38-31, and a close one in Crofton, 31-23, as they start the fourth quarter. Wildcats, lob pass comes into Krause, clear out near half-court line. Krause hands it off to Fellmeyer. Now Sudbeck is on the floor. He checked in during that last dead ball. He's going to have to play very cautious. We're at about 4.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Skip pass goes to Fellmeyer. Fellmeyer turns around, tries to throw it to Sudbeck, and he just throws it out of bounds. So an errant pass by Fellmeyer. And now Pender's going to get the ball right back. Approaching the 4-minute mark, just about halfway through this third quarter. Welsh dribbling left side, double teamed, kick back out. Now they find Geisert in the corner to Kruger. They swing it around the horn. They just want to get the ball in Welsh's hands on a free shot. And right now the Wildcats are kind of closing in on him. Lammers is in his face. They get the ball down low, finding a backdoor cutter, putting it up and in. That's just great passing. Backdoor cut to Heineman cutting through as he goes in for an easy bucket. 40-31, this one here. Quickly now battle for the basketball. It's tipped loose, secured by Kruger of Pender. It's 1-on-3. Kruger sidesteps a man, decides to take off, and he's going to call for the travel. Frustration on Kruger's face, he knows it. He shuffled his feet and kind of wanted to do a head fake at the same time and took a couple extra ones there. On the floor, though, for the Wildcats, I mentioned that Sudbeck's on the floor. And now a timeout's going to be taken. Wildcats say, let's slow things down and talk it over. Timeouts are brought to you by Top Crop. We're going to take it with them back in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
Want to make a difference and build a future in healthcare? The Avera Nursing Advantage at Mount Marty University offers you 2 years of educational funding plus a full-time nursing job at Avera once you graduate. That's $30,000 in funding, real-world work commitment for 3 years, and a career you'll be proud of. Apply in your sophomore year, study your BSN, and step directly into your nursing role. Start your journey today at mountmarty.edu.
Did you know that using your debit card to pay in stores, online, even within apps, has never been easier or more secure? Now there's a better way to pay with Digital Wallet from Security Bank. Whether at the coffee shop, grocery store, or online, instead of making purchases using your plastic card, now you can pay with your smartphone, tablet, or smartwatch. Just touch, tap, pay the easy way with Digital Wallet from Security Bank. Ask about it today. Member FDIC.
Scott Ulrich back in Pender. 40-31 is your score here in Pender. Wildcats trail by 9. Appreciate some of the updates. And for all of you tuning in to tonight's Northeast Nebraska basketball coverage, shout out to a friend of mine, Barb. Appreciate you listening and providing some of those updates that we're relaying to our listeners. Wildcats clear the timeline. Basketball left wing, Kavanaugh. And now they kick it back out to Sidbeck. He decides to pull the trigger. Three-pointer, front of the iron. It looked good from my angle. Didn't go. Pass down low, goes to Kavanaugh. Can't get it to go. There's Krause cleaning up the boards. 6'7" Krause just turned around and an easy bucket. That is what the Wildcats need right now. We're in the third quarter with 3 minutes to go. Welsh pulls the trigger from 15 feet rather, from 15-footer is good. The defense on Welsh is going to have to change. He is the difference in this game. 42-33. Pendragon's now back on top by 9. Sidbeck, right wing, finds Keaton Arns near the top of the key. They swing it all the way around to the left. They force it down low, but they get it to Lammers. He gets free, puts up a right-handed floater, and it's good. What an awkward shot that Lammers had there. That is his first bucket of the second half. Unofficial, I got him for double digits at 10 points. 42-35, 7-point advantage for the number 1 seeded Pendragons over the number 3 seeded Wildcats. Welsh, left wing, 15 seconds on the shot clock. There's a three. They give it up. That one was way strong. Rebound though, Kruger clearing the boards away for Pender. Tries to put it back up, partially blocked by Krause. And Pender is going to pick up the loose ball. Now a three-point shot goes up front of the iron. No good. Wildcats secure the rebound. Pender had 3 chances there. Now Lammers quickly at the other end of the floor. 15-foot turnaround jumper. It's good. That got some purple and white fans up on their feet. 42-37. Wildcats now was 9. They've pulled it back to 5 points. And now steal in the front court. Taking it away. Subbeck has the basketball. Subbeck against Welsh. Decides to pull up. Doesn't want to take a chance. Give it up to Lammers. And one. Talk about being lucky. Sudbeck didn't want to go in for a layup and chance getting the offensive foul with 4 fouls. He slows up, finds the trailer, Lammers, and then he's going to be fouled and gets the and one. 6 points in the last minute and 10 seconds for Lammers. He'll be at the free throw line shooting 1. Couple subs checking in as number 1 Trevor Trimble, the second leading scorer for Pender, has 3 fouls. He's going to the bench. Free throw on the way by Lammers. Shooter's roll does not go in. It is a 1-possession game. 3 points, 42-39. Pender on top with 1:14 to go in this third quarter. Welsh, hesitation, drives into the paint, puts a pass down low, bodies on the floor. There's 3 of them on the floor, and there's the jump ball, comes in way late. It went off the leg of Maximus McCrae, tipped away, and then there was 3 players that nobody was going to let go. Referee stepping in very nicely, and this referee that's talking to the kids right now, he has been very good throughout the year. I've seen him many times, and he's just encouraging the kids, just play clean, and they just wanted to fight it through. Pender inbounding underneath their own basket, looking. They get a pass down low. Geiser can't get it to go. Battle for the board, secured by Pender. Get another chance as the Pendragons, as they swing it around the horn. Comes over to Welsh on the left wing, guarded by McCrae. McCrae in there due to the foul situation, I believe. Driving into the paint. Kruger puts up a shot. He's fouled. I think Lammers got an arm on him. Let's see what the referee official call is. Nope, this one's going to be on Carter Kelly, his second personal. So with 47 seconds to go on the game clock, first free throw on its way by Kruger is no good. Unofficial, I got him 3 for 5 at the charity stripe. He'll have 1 more. He makes that one. So he makes a correction. And now McCrae in the backcourt gives the ball up to Lammers. Lammers is now crossing the timeline. Wildcats set up half court. Driving into the paint. McCrae finds himself wide open, puts up a shot, and it almost went in. Just a beautiful little body control play. Could not get it to go. I thought it was in there. Foul that time is going to be on Kruger. That is his third personal. So a couple fouls getting there for Pender. McCray, the 6'2 junior, does not get a shooter's roll either. A couple of them free throws, they could easily make the difference in a game. McCray will have one more free throw as 5 minutes left to go in Crofton. And Crofton stretching the scoreboard, 41-23. How about those Warriors? McCray now makes the second free throw. Missed the first one, made the second. 43-40, still a one-possession game. There's 1 second difference between the shot clock and game clock. So 25 and 26 seconds. Wildcats could get it back with fractions left. Pender, they're just content to let the clock go down as low as it'll go. Welsh out near the top, guarded, he's near the Pendragon logo. 11 seconds. And now McCray steps up to guard him. Welsh comes off a screen, double team, puts up a three-point shot anyway. It's good. It is good from deep. Wildcats make a full court pass, but it's no good. At the end of 3 quarters, Pender on top, 46-40, back in 1 minute on the current 94-3.
Spring is upon us. If your irrigation pump has been in the ground over 20 years, or you have noticed a loss in system pressure, Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your pump to be sure your well is pumping water as efficiently as possible. Locally owned and operated, Christensen Well and Irrigation wants you to have a successful irrigation season. Call today to schedule your pump to be pulled before spring fieldwork begins. Good luck to all our area schools. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
Scott Ulrich back in Pender. We're about set to start fourth quarter action. Hartington-Newcastle trails the number 1 seeded Pender Pendragons, 46-40. There's a lot of luck goes into some of this, but when you got a player like Xander Welsh, he's a coach's kid, one of those. Seems like he's either has the natural game or he's been on the court since he was 2. Outstanding, and he made that last second three-pointer off kilter. Now with the basketball, Wildcats will have first go of it. Lammers has it in the right corner, trailing by 6 points. Wildcats can use a bucket too. Lob pass is going to go to Krause, tipped away and knocked away. The Pendragons will have it. It was a good high-low game, but Krause just had it knocked away at the last second. Wildcats still in zone defense. Everything, I'm listening to the ref, or rather the coach in my ear from Pender. He's wanting to get it to Welsh, and understandably why. Welsh, right wing, dribbles into the elbow, kick out. Now they swing it around the horn. They find a high-low game. Turnaround, reverse layup. Can't get it to go, partially blocked, I think, by Lammers. And now Lammers will keep it, bringing it up the floor. Pender's defense is settled in, and now a foul is going to be called, a blocking foul. Really close to an offensive one, as Lammers had an elbow out. But the foul is on Pender's number 22, Jake Schuster. That's his first team foul. 7:07 to go in regulation to decide who goes on to the district final game. Ball comes in play, right back to Sudbeck. Three-pointer goes up too strong. Battle for the board, and it's going to be a foul. This time I believe it's going to be on Keaton Arns. Yes, that will be his second personal. First team foul on the Wildcats. Wildcats still in that zone. The closer it gets to 0 on the clock, they're going to have to come out of this zone as long as the score stays this way. If they can change that around, it will dictate what they do. driving into the paint, kick out to Welsh. Drives in 15 feet, puts a right-handed floater, can't get it to go. Lammers clears the boards away at the 10-foot high mark. Outlet pass, Sibbeck, right wing, a lot of contact. Welsh goes to the floor, no call. Battle for the rebound, secured this time by Geisert of Pender. I thought it could have been a blocking foul, but there was no call either way. And now going coast to coast, Xander Welsh. Nobody stopped the ball. Number one key in defense. Stopped the ball, and the Wildcats let that one go in for a bucket. Now they trail 48-40. A scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hartington. Two players out front, a little miscommunication, but Arns is going to secure it. Drives into the elbow, spin around, and now kick out to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh drives in, right-handed, lays it up and in. Colton Kavanaugh, that's only his second bucket of the night. That one looked excellent coming in from three-point range and driving all the way into the basket. Back down to a 6-point game. It held on at a 3-point game there for a couple of minutes until we got right at the waning seconds of that third quarter. Again, a trip to the district title, and the winner of that game will go to state. With a basketball, right wing, sidesteps Lammers, drive in, they swing it back around the horn. Welsh, wide open. In and out, almost went down. Lammers, though, clears the boards away. Can't leave Welsh that wide open. He's going to make them eventually. Carter Kelly, lob pass down low to Kavanaugh. Reverse layup. He goes up strong and he's fouled. I like the look down low. Foul's going to be on number 24. That is Carter Hansen. Carter Hansen, his first personal. 2 team fouls on Pender, 1 on the Wildcats. 5:14 to go in this game and a 6-point advantage for Pender. Referee's getting everybody lined up where they need them. Kavanaugh facing the noise coming from the Pender student section. Ice in his veins and nails that one. He'll have one more. Kavanaugh, front of the iron, no good. Tipped up, Lammers tips it up, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Wildcats. Wildcat fans and head coach Fincher, they're talking to the ref. They're smiling, but they're like, we think this was should have went the other way. As it is, Wildcats are going to take a timeout. This is a full timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Top Crop. Maximize your success this season with top-notch crop consulting and services offered at Top Crop. Visit topcropinc.com. Back in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
I'm Brett Wiedenfeld, Chief Financial Officer and Ag Lender at the Bank of Hartington, and I'm also a Northeast Nebraska pork producer. At the Bank of Hartington, we have the tools and knowledge to help your operation grow. We know the needs of our producers and are eager to assist with the demands of your farm. How do we know? Because our Ag Lenders have true Ag experience. Call our experienced Ag Lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hartington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
Scott Ulrich back in Pender. We're just about down to the end. 5:12 to go to decide who goes to the district title game. Wildcats trailing by 5, 48-43. Pender with a basketball. Setting a screen to free up Welsh on the far side of the court. Can't get a shot off. Wildcats still in zone. We'll see if they apply some full court pressure against this Pendragon team. Welsh, skip far side to Schuster. Now down in the corner, they swing it around. Very quick passing. Under 10 to go on the shot clock. Gonna have to force something here quickly. Swing it around back to the far side. 3-point shot goes up by Heineman. In and out, and it goes. Stuff like that is what really makes a difference when you can get a little bit of luck at the end of the 35-second shot clock. back up 51-43. Driving into the paint, trying to put up a shot. Fellmeyer, no good. And Kruger's going to secure the rebound. 4:20 to go. 51-43. 8-point advantage. That scoreboard update brought to you by the Bank of Hartington. Euro step. Welsh around a man. Puts up a shot and it's good. I believe we're at 10 points once the scoreboard update. Now a steal in the backcourt. Taking it away. Welsh misses a layup and it's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Pender and go out of bounds. I looked away for a half a second and I believe they stole it from Fellmeyer. And Welsh had a wide open layup for 10 feet and just missed it. He can make the threes all day. You know the frustration going through that young man's mind right now. Full court pressure being applied by Pender. Now they settle back trying to trap when they come across the half court line. Down low. It's going to go to Carter Kelly. Puts up a right-hander and it's good. Back to an 8-point game. Carter Kelly has 5, well below the 16 he had 48 hours ago. Pender setting up their half-court offense. Welsh on the left side. The clock is on the side of Pender right now. They're in no content to rush it or no reason to rush. Still facing a zone. Driving into the paint. 10-foot shot goes up. Can't get it to go. Tipping it away. It's going to be off of a I spoke too soon. Letting the ball go out of bounds was Lammers. He swore he didn't touch it, but the referee said, nope, it's off you. So it will stay Pender basketball. They got almost a fresh 35. Now the ball's going to be tipped to deflect to go out of bounds. And they're going to say it was a deflection, so no over and back violation. 23 seconds on the shot clock. 3:07 to go in this game. 53-45, an 8-point advantage. Wildcats need a stop. Welsh, left corner, three-pointer. Side iron, no good. And now the Wildcats are off and running. It's 2-on-1. Handoff is going to go to Fellmeyer. Puts it up. It goes 360 and falls out. It will be tipped off of a Wildcat player and go out of bounds. Frustrating play there for the Wildcats. The ball went a complete 360 around the rim, dropped out and went out of bounds. Still 53-45, an 8-point advantage. We're at 2:47 to go in this game. Welsh, sidestep, losing a man, now hands it off on the right wing. They play a two-person game as the clock now continuing to roll. Approaching 2.5 to go. Driving into the paint, putting up a shot, and he's going to be fouled. That's Trevor Trimble. He's going to go to the free throw line. Foul is committed by the Wildcats. Number 20, that's Lammers. That's his second personal. So 2 team fouls apiece on the Wildcats and the Pendragons. At the free throw line will be number 1, Trevor Trimble, the senior guard. Back iron, too strong. He'll have one more. I'm sitting at the very end of the court in a corner. I got a great view, don't get me wrong. And I can look down across the Wildcat fans. You can just see the nervousness. Trimble makes that second one. And Fellmeyer checks back in. Krause will come out. Fellmeyer crosses the timeline. They're trying to get it down low to Lammers. He's guarded by Welsh. Sudbeck back over to Fellmeyer from 16 feet. No good. Tipped out of bounds. And again, it's going to be saying it's off of Lammers and go the other direction. Now the Wildcats will do full court pressure. They're looking for a half-court trap game. Going to let them cross the timeline is the Wildcats. Pender still has not crossed. 27. Now they do get it across with 2 seconds to spare. Going up for a shot. Can't get it to go as Trimble. Tipped out of bounds off of a Pender player. And it's going to go to the Wildcats. Exactly 2 minutes to go in this game. Wildcats are going to have to do something very quickly. They are trailing by 9 points. Fellmeyer, left wing, gives to Sudbeck. Sudbeck dribbles into the paint, forces his way, puts up a right-handed runner. He was kind of cutting in between 2 players. I believe the foul is going to be on Kruger. Foul is on number 25. Check that. That's Xander Welsh. Welsh and Kruger were kind of setting up a fence to block him. but Subbeck was able to drive in there and get a shot up. So he'll be at the line shooting 2. This might be the only way that the Wildcats can get in there. They need points with the clock stopped. First one is good. Subbeck averages 18.3 points a game. Unofficially, I got him for 7. Granted, he had to sit for a large portion of the second half due to picking up 4 fouls in the first half. Second free throw, back of the iron, too strong, no good. Pender will have the rebound. We'll see if the Wildcats are going to foul or try to get a trap and then foul. Pender still isn't across the timeline. Now they clear it. Trying to do a trap with the basketball now. Welsh has the top of the key, and Wildcats are still in zone. They're going to have to come out and go to man. Now they come out of it zone and go to man. So with minute 25, Wildcats in man-to-man defensive pressure. With the basketball, Kruger now hands off to Welsh. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Puts up a Hail Mary, if you will. Body's on the floor, no foul called. There should be a shot clock violation. Yes. A lot of questions on that play, even from the coaching staff. As Welsh was kind of throwing up a shot, he went to the floor along with Arns of Hartington-Newcastle. It is a 30-second timeout, though, on the floor. 54-46, Wildcats trail, 1:10 to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
What if your next big adventure isn't somewhere out there, but already waiting for you at home? That kitchen remodel, a new addition, or that dream family getaway? Your home's equity can fuel it all. With a fixed-rate home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union, turn what you've built into where you're going next. Explorers Credit Union, we believe in helping you launch your next big adventure. Call 800-491-4309 and speak with a loan officer today. Explorers Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Scott Ulrich back in Pender. We are still in timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Top Crop. Couple scores need to report. Crofton is moving on to the district final game after a 51-37 win over Ponca. And in a game that has just went final in overtime, UTAN has defeated Johnson Brock 46-42. Wildcats facing full court pressure. Ball comes into play. Now bring up the center of the court with 1:06 to go is Keaton Arns. Arns almost lost the ball, secures it, gets it to Fellmeyer, left wing. Now they find Lammers down low, turns around, 15-footer, it's good. Need a couple more of those and a couple fouls and the free throw situation to go your way. 48 seconds. Wildcats trailing by 6. No pressure in the backcourt. Now they try to trap. They're trapping down in the baseline. Nowhere to go, and now a timeout. I believe they're going to get a timeout. This is a timeout taken by Pender. We're going to keep it here. It's only a 30-second timeout. Timeouts again brought to you by Top Crop. Well, it's been a good one here. 54-48. Down to a 6-point game. Wildcats going to need a little bit of magic. We appreciate you tuning into all of our broadcasts throughout the season, tonight as well. And we also appreciate our sponsors, Moody Motors, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation, Christensen Well and Irrigation, the Bank of Hartington, Security Bank, Top Crop, and Avera, along with our many other supporters that bring you these broadcasts week in and week out and night in and night out that we started in August, and we are taking it all the way to the postseason. If the Wildcats win, we're going to have a dilemma. Who do we cover? Kind of depends where the game is played. But we will cover either a Hartington-Newcastle win or, as Crofton has won, one of those 2 games we will cover, and they are tentatively scheduled for Saturday night. We'll get that information out. 32 seconds, clock is rolling. Ball comes into the front court, now a foul. Committed this time by Keaton Arns. Fouls on Trevor Trimble. I got him for 5 points. He has not scored a point in this second half. And they're still not going to shoot free throws. I'm getting ahead of myself, so 3 team fouls. Wildcats got a couple to give with only 30.5 to go in this game. Ball comes in. The Wildcats need a foul immediately. Comes in. They find Kruger. Now Lammers is going to reach in. He does get the foul. Almost tipped the ball away, but he'll be called for the reach in hand foul. So that's Lammers' 3rd personal foul, 4th team foul. So the next foul that the Wildcats commit, no matter what the scenario is. Pender's going to the free throw line. Pender inbounds the basketball to Kruger. They're playing keep away. Kruger holds on to it. Unofficially, I got Kruger 4 for 6 from the charity stripe. Referees are talking it over, making sure. I have that as 5 team fouls. Yes. Kruger's at the line. First one short. So he'll have one more. As one player checks in, Geisert checks in for Pender, and Schuster goes to the bench. Free throw up, back of the iron, no good. Wildcats have it. 25 seconds to go, trailing by 6. Going to have to put up, and no travel was called. I even thought it was. Now a three-point shot goes up, it's blocked, and Pender's going to secure it in the backcourt. 12 seconds, Wildcats are going to have to foul, and there's a foul in the backcourt. It sure looked like a travel, like Wildcats might have got away with one there. That's why I was like, oh, they didn't call it. Student section for Pender is full of girls right now. Most of the players obviously the boys, they're tied up on the court, but the girls are chanting that they think they won. First free throw is good by Welsh. And these girls from Pender, they know a thing or two about winning. Themselves are going for 4 straight state titles. Think of that. If you're a freshman and now a senior, they don't know anything else. That's almost unfair. Welsh, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. And almost a steal in the backcourt by Welsh. He isn't going to let up, even though they're up 56-48. Ball in play to Carter Kelly in the backcourt. 6 seconds. Lammers dribbles around, kick out, three-pointer by Arns with no time on the clock, and it's good. That three-pointer is good by Keaton Arns. Your final score, 56 for Pender, 51 for the Wildcats of Hartington-Newcastle. Take a break, come back. We'll talk basketball, wrap things up from the C2-5 Subdistrict. Back in 3 minutes on the Current 94.3.
Did you know that using your debit card to pay in stores, online, even within apps has never been easier or more secure? Now there's a better way to pay with Digital Wallet from Security Bank. Whether at the coffee shop, grocery store, or online, instead of making purchases using your plastic card, now you can pay with your smartphone, tablet, or smartwatch. Just touch, tap, pay the easy way with Digital Wallet from Security Bank. Ask about it today. Member FDIC.
Christensen Well and Irrigation is now an authorized full-service dealer for Rinke Irrigation. With fully trained professionals on staff, they're ready to provide you with top-quality sales, service, and support. With Rinke's 70 years of experience building quality irrigation equipment and Christensen Well providing over 50 years of well and irrigation service, they're excited to serve you. For more information on how a Rinke Center Pivot can improve your farming operation, visit locally owned and operated Christensen Well and Irrigation or check them out at christensenwell.com. Good luck, athletes. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender. Member FDIC.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
From the first wails of surprise to first day of school questions, playground adventures, learning to drive stress, and graduation cheers, they'll always be your little sunshine. At Avera Children's, we get kids, teens, and parents too. We'll step you through first checkups, milestones, sickness, and specialized care when your child needs it, and treat them like our own every step of the way. Learn more at avera.org/children's.
Scott Ulrich back in Pender. 56-51. Wildcats fall in the Subdistrict final against the number 1 seeded Pendragons. Pendragons come in 20-5. They put another one in the win column, 21-5, a solid record, and they'll take that into a district final game to play for a possible state title berth. For the Wildcats, their season will come to an end. There are 10 sub-districts, and all those games are wrapping up as we speak. We will cover that before the broadcast is over. Those 10 winners, and then the top 6 teams left in the NSAA PowerPoints who did not win their sub-district, those are the 16 teams that make up the district finals. Once you get to the district final, then there will be 8 winners. That's who goes to state. This game here, as I mentioned, Wildcats will wrap up their season, and total on the year, they will be 11-13. Nonetheless, a very solid year, and they advanced here again to the sub-district final game. Let's take a look at some of the stats and break those things down. As always, brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation. For Pender, 56 total points. Trevor Trimble had 6 points. Reese Heineman had 10 off the bench. Grant Geisert had 2 3-pointers that were just kind of last second on the shot clock, and he put those in. That was the only points he had. You got to look at stuff like that when you think, wow, we only lost by 5. And Geisert had 6 points that were just kind of thrown up there, and he got them to go in, so credit to him making those shots. Carter Hansen had 2 points. Ryan Kruger, the center, had 8 points. But Xander Welsh, he had a statement game. He led all scorers with 24. Welsh is the son of head coach Andy Welsh for the Pendragons. For the Hartington-Newcastle Wildcats, Carter Kelly finished with 5. Austin Subek, 7. Will Fellmeyer, 5. Keaton Arns had 8 points. Mason Krause, 4. Maximus McRae, 1. Colton Cavanaugh, 5. And Braden Lammers had 16 points to lead the Hartington-Newcastle Wildcats for head coach Tyler Fincher. Take a break, come back. We'll talk more basketball, have an out-of-town scoreboard. Our player of the game wrap things up from Pender. Back in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
Moody Motors in Niobrara has a lot of nice vehicles around $20,000 or less, like a 2020 Equinox for just $21,900, a 2020 F-150 Crew Cab 4-wheel drive for just $20,900, or a 2016 F-150 Crew Cab for just $15,900. And check out this 2016 Ford Explorer Limited for just $10,900. We price our vehicles cheap and we accept all trades. Get your best deal right here at Moody Motors in Niobrara.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Scott Ulrich back in Pender. C2-5 Subdistrict final game has gone final. 56-51, Hartington-Newcastle Wildcats wrap up their season. They will be eliminated from play. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in other games affecting Northeast Nebraska. And we'll start with Class C2. Number 8 Alma moves on to a district final game win over Sutton. Sandy Creek moves on to a district final game as well, win over state champion a couple years ago, Amherst Broncos, 61-48. Number 5 North Bend Central with a win over Freeman, 58-54. Freeman was the 6th seed. They will come out of this with a wild card and make it to a district final. The Falcons of Freeman are a dangerous ball club. One of the favorites, though, number 3 Norfolk Catholic. They put up humongous numbers. They have a big man in the center in Burback. He's 6'8". They got great guard play. Norfolk Catholic the Knights won tonight, 77-41 over Wakefield. Fillmore Central, a winner over Wood River by 10, 68-58. A team that I follow a lot and know some players that are on it, UTAN, the Chieftains, winner in overtime against Johnson Brock. That was a battle of top 5 teams. UTAN wins 46-42. Johnson Brock, they're not going anywhere. They'll be at a district final by way of wild card. Crofton, the Warriors. A lot of times we refer to a Crofton football for the boys, basketball for the girls. Not this season. Watch out. Them Crofton Warriors are dangerous. They have excellent play from the inside, and they're a well-coached team. Crofton advances to a district final tonight with a 51-37 win over Ponca. I'm showing 1 minute left in the game, a battle between the number 9 and number 10 ranked teams, Valentine and Kimball. Valentine on top, 67-66. A heartbreaker there. Kimball might be on the outside looking in. Their potential to get a wild card. Have to see how it shakes out. Number 1 Bergen Catholic, a winner over number 7 Tri-County, 53-42. Taking a look and see if I can get a Class D2. St. Mary's, a winner in overtime over Elgin Public Pope John, 56-50. That's a battle of top 3 teams. And Wynot, a game that's gone final. That was the last one I was looking for. Number 7 Wynot, a winner, 54-43 over Randolph. They move on to a district final game as well. Take a break, come back. We will wrap things up here in Pender and have our Avera player or players of the game. Back in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
Spring is upon us. If your irrigation pump has been in the ground over 20 years, or you have noticed a loss in system pressure, Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling and assessing your pump to be sure your well is pumping water as efficiently as possible. Locally owned and operated, Christensen Well and Irrigation wants you to have a successful irrigation season. Call today to schedule your pump to be pulled before spring fieldwork begins. Good luck to all our area schools.
The Current 94.3 KDAM. Hartington. More of today's hits.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Winter is planting season on the farm at Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington. This is when smart irrigation decisions get made. As your local Zematic dealer, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation provides dependable pivots, pumping solutions, and the expertise to help your system be ready when the season turns. Planning now means fewer surprises later and more confidence when it counts. Zematic Irrigation from Kaiser Ag and Irrigation. Built for reliability, ready for the growing season ahead.
Scott Ulrich back in Pender, Nebraska. The C2-5 Subdistrict final game has gone final. Pender Pendragons are the winners over Hartington-Newcastle, 56-51. Great season by the Wildcats, and their season will wrap up here tonight. One final thing to do, and that is for the player of the game or players of the game provided by Avera. They will be the seniors for the Wildcats. Jefferson Ruiz, Carter Kelly, Keaton Arns, Braden Lammers, Mason Krause. Those are the seniors, and they are the players of the game provided by Avera, moving health forward. It'll be a big reset next year for the Wildcats, losing a ton of playing time, and some of the big men will be gone as well. Head coach Tyler Fincher, appreciate him for all of his help throughout the season. They were always accommodating when we went in and announced Hartington-Newcastle games. Appreciate everything that the staff at Hartington-Newcastle has helped us with throughout the year. Crofton, they moved on tonight with a win over Ponca. We will cover Crofton's game. It is tentatively scheduled for Saturday. I do not have a time right now, but they have advanced onto a district final game Saturday. As for tomorrow, it's back to girls action, district final. I will cover Crofton Lady Warriors. They're playing Elmwood Murdoch, a game that's in Elmwood Murdoch, and you're going, where's that at? Well, it's about middle of the road between Lincoln and Omaha and just a little bit south. So about 3-hour drive or 3.5-hour drive from home. We will have coverage of that starting at 4:45 for pregame. Tip-off will start at the 5 o'clock hour in Elmwood Murdoch. That's going to wrap things up here. Hartington-Newcastle falls 56-51 to the number 1 seeded Pender Pendragons. Appreciate everyone tuning in throughout the season for Hartington-Newcastle Wildcat Sports. Appreciate Ginger helping me with all the board op duties back in Yankton. I'm Scott Ulrich. Appreciate you tuning in and look to see you for another broadcast right here on the Current 94.3.